taking your audience questions. Anything you want to know, just go to davidpakman.com, click on Contact Us, send us your question. The other thing you can do is record yourself with a webcam asking the question, put it up on YouTube, and just send us a link, and then we'll include your question in the answer. Sam wants to know, does the show have any female staff? And if not, would the show benefit or be improved by having female staff? Currently, there are no female staffers on the David Pakman Show. We've had female interns in the past. They were excellent. And I think the show would benefit from having a female point of view in the same way that any kind of diverse points of view are good. You know, right now, we're not hiring, but the potential is certainly there. And of course, I think it would be great to get more perspectives.
Right. If that person were taking my place, of course, I would be strongly against that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think as the show expands, it would be great to have...
like Fox News has contributors, we might have contributors.
Yeah, we might. And it's not clear whether we would get our female staffers from the same place as Fox News does. That's to be determined.
Right. Yeah, probably not. Whereas they might be attractive, they also might be airheads.
Okay, but let's talk about that now.
Okay.
So if we're going to make, let's say we're going to, okay, first of all, if we decide we're going to hire a female going in, is that by itself discrimination in some way? Because we're going out there saying, like if we said we're going to hire a white person, right? People would say, well, hold on a second. That sounds a little weird. What do you mean you're going to hire a white person? But if we say, well, this is a program, and right now we're aware that it's very male-oriented, male-influenced, the points of view are male. If we're going to hire a woman, is that in some way unethical? Could we be criticized for that? Or is it because it's a show? I mean, it's like casting in a sense.
Right. Considering the nature of the job, I think it makes sense. You want someone with a unique perspective or point of view, so that makes perfect sense.
Do you agree, Natan, that it's really casting, it's not employment discrimination?
Well, let's say the David Pakman Show employed 500 different people, and all of them were men. Would it be any different at that point to say, let's hire a woman? We're only going to look at female candidates for the 301st job.
Well, I think if we had 300 male employees and no women, that would be very odd. How did we come to that? That would be very strange.
So how is it any different in principle from saying we have 3 male employees and we're going to get 1 woman to make 1/4 of the workforce female?
I mean, I guess I'm just asking you, do you see any problem with that?
Well, I'm asking you if you think there's a problem.
No, I think it's fine. I consider it more casting than profiling.
But what if it's a behind-the-scenes job, a crew job, for example?
A crew job. Then I think maybe if it's a crew job, we would have to say we're just going to hire the best candidate, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter then. Whoever's the most qualified.
All right, but let's say that let's say that only 1% of the applicants were female.
Yeah.
And you found females from that 1% that were just as qualified as other people in the other 99%.
Yeah.
If you had 300 men working, would you say, well, I could hire a man because if I just pick a person at random from the pool of the best people from the people that applied, it's probably going to be a man? Or would you pick the woman in order to have diversity?
I believe that we would encourage women and minorities to apply, as many companies do, and we would give, assuming equal qualifications, we would give some preference to the woman, I think.
Cool, bro.
I wouldn't if I were doing the hiring. I would interview all of the best candidates in terms of their qualifications, and whoever I found to be the least weird, I would give the job to.
Well, so let's take it to the final step. Let's assume we are casting for an in front of the camera position, and we have decided we want a woman to fill that role. Do we take into consideration? Are we part of the problem if we take into consideration that woman's physical appearance?
No, because this is television, and we both know what makes for more viewing and better television, and that is a more attractive person.
Natan, do you agree with Lewis, or do you think that that's the point of view of the corporate mainstream media that we're trying to not be a part of?
Well, I think that it is fair game. If the question is whether it's fair game, it is fair game because it's similar to a director in a movie casting an actor. You're going to base it in part on the way the person looks. So I think that's totally fair game. Now, the other conversation about the crew member, now, basically that's an affirmative action discussion that we could have, but it would take longer, I think.
It is, yeah. That's really what you're getting to with the other question. All right, so Sam, that's way more than you asked, but it's an interesting discussion nonetheless, and hopefully this will be an issue this would be a good problem to have, the expansion of and adding another person.
Sure, yeah.
All right, thank you. Keep the questions coming. Very good. I'm glad Lewis and Natan were here for this one, because I don't know that I would have been able to field this one all by myself. All right.